Hey guys, Alex here, and today we're going to talk about top 5 tips that helped me lose 60 pounds. Now, if you don't know me, my name is Alex Yan. I'm a 15-year-old teenager who lost 60 pounds over the last 2 years. Here's some of my pictures here. And I'm not going to talk too much. These are basically the 5 tips, not just tips, but also basically rules of weight loss. It's incredibly important to follow all 5 of these in my opinion. So we're just going to get started with the first one. Alright, so the first one, and frankly, this could be just the only rule in basically the idea of weight loss, is calorie deficit. There's no other way to do it. It is calorie deficit and calorie deficit only. There's something called law of thermodynamics, which means that no energy can be created or destroyed, and that goes the same with your own body. So like calories itself is a unit of energy, and you cannot create more calories out of nothing and remove calories out of nothing. That's why when people are doing cardio, it's not like calories just disappearing. They're being used. Calories are being used as when you're running, and it turns into energy, which can be in different forms. That's all the scientific stuff. It is incredibly important to being in calorie deficit. In fact, it is the only way to lose weight. It can be achieved by eating less food or getting more cardio in. And a lot of people think that when you are cutting, when you are having a calorie deficit, that you will not gain muscle or you will even lose muscle. But if you do it correctly with a calorie deficit that isn't too crazy, like, I don't know, like 200 to 500 calorie deficit per day, you can lose weight that is fat rather than muscle, and also in fact gain some muscle. I was on a calorie deficit and I gained a lot of muscle during my newbie stage, and I also still lost a lot of fat as well. So that's a very good thing. Speaking of calorie deficit, one of the ways to do it that we talked about was cardio. So that's doing your cardio. That's the second tip. Cardio burns calories, aka it makes it easier to have a calorie deficit. And you won't lose muscle mass doing cardio unless you're doing like very intense cardio, which I don't think anybody is really doing or wants to do very intense cardio. Also, there's just other benefits like better heart health, improving your mood with endorphins, better sleep, preventing type 2 diabetes, heart disease, all the other fun stuff, And the third tips I have is to do strength training. And I know some people who want to lose weight, but yet all they do is cardio, and that kind of just, you lose fat, but you just overall get smaller. You just get everything about you just gets smaller. The big thing here is that when you do strength training and you gain muscle mass, the muscle actually requires calories to maintain it essentially. So your metabolism will also increase when you start gaining muscle. Like when I started dieting, I was dieting on a lower calorie than I am now because I had a lot lower amount of muscle than I am right now. So it's easier for me to eat more food right now and maintain or even lose weight compared to before I gained really any muscle. Also, other benefits, kind of like stronger bones, you're more flexible, more muscle, obviously stronger body, all the, cool stuff. And the fourth thing here is diet. Now, diets are incredibly important in creating a calorie deficit. It's not that complicated, it's just eating less food than the amount that you burn. In order to find your calorie deficit, you can use something like a TDE calculator, which just calculates how much calorie you are burning every day. Now, they're not the most accurate thing ever. I would still suggest to find it yourself, but you can use that as a guide to what your actual maintenance calories is. I prefer like a higher protein diet because it's a lot more satiating, it's a lot better for muscle building. Same goes with fiber. Eating a lot of fiber is also very satiating as well. One thing I'll say though is that fad diets like keto, vegan, carnivore, intermittent fasting, which is basically eating food in a certain period of time, even though they could be better health-wise, or they could help you with some sort of health reasons, they don't really do anything about weight loss. And people who do lose weight on those diets also have a calorie deficit with them at the same time. Also, these diets can lead to lacks of micronutrients like iron, zinc, all the other fun stuff. Those diets are also usually a lot more expensive because something like Whole Food, they're going to see people having these diets, let's say keto, and they're just gonna like sell a ton of stuff that are specific keto, but make it a lot more expensive because it's a lot more exclusive compared to just regular food with carbs. So diets like these, although they could help in some sort of way, they don't have any direct effect over weight loss. So I personally don't suggest really doing any of them unless you're doing something for like a moral standpoint, kind of like veganism and vegetarian. Other than that, I don't really see that many reasons to do it. And finally, my last tip for you guys is to stay consistency. No matter what you do, I can tell you all this information. None of this will matter if you don't follow it and you don't stay consistent with your work. You have to understand that weight loss doesn't have a magic pill or a supplement that can just help you lose like 2 billion pounds in a day. It just doesn't work like that. None of the things I say will matter if you don't put in the work. So if you guys have any questions with weight loss, like the motivational part or some of the scientific part, drop a comment and I'll respond to you as quick as I can. All right, guys, that's pretty much about it. If you stick to the end of this video, make sure you subscribe. I'm going to put up a lot more content over the next few months because I have summer, still summertime. I don't have much stuff to do. And that's pretty much about it. I'll see you guys in the next one.